morning. Good morning. I hope you're safe and well. It's absolutely horrid weather this week. We had a 20-minute snowstorm with it coming vertically across the yard and big flakes. Mike was out in it, luckily in his car, waiting for the snow to calm down so he could drive back the mile or so home. Yes, it's been pretty grim this week after glorious weather last week, but I hope whatever it is with you, it's a lot better than it is with us. Fog, rain, maybe thinking about being sleet as well. Lovely. Okay, on with work. Well, basically, UK Reach, it's a bit like waiting for a bus, isn't it? You wait for ages and then two things turn up at once. So the first thing is via Chemical Watch and Clelia Oziel. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong, Clelia. She's got news that the ATRM, that's the Alternative Registration Model, which is key to complying with UK Reach, is about to be announced either before or after the Easter break. And I'm just popping the link to Clelia's LinkedIn note about that. There is an article on Chemical Watch. You need to be a subscriber, but Clelia kind of talks about that in that particular thing. So that is movement, and about time too, we say, because it's such an important thing that we've been waiting for. Excuse me. Now, the other announcement on UK Reach is that there is the UK Reach Amendment Regulations 2. There was an amendment earlier this year on lead in ammunition. Anyway, I won't go down that rabbit hole. But this is the Reach Amendment number 2, Regulations 2026, which apparently is to do with delaying the timescales. Now, I've had a little look at it. It's a proposal at the moment. Hang on, I'm just trying to type in right at the same time, and that's a link to the draft. Now, it's one of these things where you've got to go to UK Reach and make sure you've got an amended version and then change the thing. So I'm not too sure exactly what's involved in this. But if you do know, then please let me know, and I will let our lovely watchers and readers of the newsletter sort of get to grips with what it means. So yes, that's the UK Reach side of things. Speaking of newsletters, if you are not actually signed up for Chemicals Coffee Time, our full weekly newsletter, you may like to sign up here. Let me just get the link. And what that will give you is access to our archive, not just the newsletter that comes out every Friday at 9:30 a.m. Right, okay, back with the news, or the snippets that I can give you from the newsletter. We literally, there is so much in the newsletter, we can't give you everything. Right, so what we've got is the EU. Okay. How do I describe this without scaring you? It's to do with PFAS. Basically, earlier in the month, the Risk Assessment Committee said we are going ahead with the restriction on PFAS in the EU, and we are not going to accept that the fully biodegradable PFASs should be exempt from it. Yeah, which means the only way you can get some kind of derogation from the restriction is going to be on the grounds of use. And the SEAC, that's the Socioeconomic Committee thing, are doing a consultation, and I'm putting the link below here now. It is a direct link because ECHA are making a big fuss about the consultation, and then they don't actually give you a direct link. You've got to go onto their SEAC page and find it. So it's a bit naughty of them not to give the direct link, because of course that's coming out of, I think, the European Commission are actually running the consultation. So that link there is the actual consultation that you need to be able to respond to the PFAS restriction on socioeconomic grounds, saying, no, this is such an important use for PFAS that we need to keep it, or we need to have more of an extension to the timescale to allow industry to find alternatives. Actually, that's something I've not put in the newsletter. I may go back and add it in. One of the things that cheeses me off about this is that when there's all the fuss about PFAS is that people are going, oh, it's terrible, things don't, these terrible things are going to poison us all. Okay, some things, some PFASs like PTFE are essentially inert. They may leak the occasional thing, but for most of their lifetimes, they are inert. So some chemicals are never going to break down. And we like them because they are non-biodegradable. Okay, that's where their use comes from. But the other thing is there's this presumption among the regulators, and particularly among the NGOs, that there is industry is being bad and is trying to use bad things that are going to poison the environment and poison people. No, if you actually look at what's happened, every time there is, for example, take the firefighting foam world, every time that there is a restriction, new information comes to light, people are immediately looking to substitute with less hazardous things. Industry is doing the right thing. They are not messing around and going, oh, we want to carry on using this because we want to be bad. No, there are genuine life-threatening reasons why firefighting foam containing PFAS is a good thing and it will save lives. So the whole thing is much more of a balance than the regulators appear to understand. And industry is moving as fast as it can to find alternatives. For example, with firefighting foam, there's been a move from C8 to C6, and we are now seeing a move away from C6 before there is a change in the them being described as persistent organic pollutants to non-fluorine containing foams. Of course, they may turn out to have different risks as well. We don't know that. That's the unknown risk when these restrictions come in. But industry is doing its best, and I feel quite strongly that they should be given credit for it. I will get off my soapbox now. But anyway, that's it from work. Do comment on that SEAC consultation on PFAS. It's the only way that there can be any industry consultation now, because the Risk Assessment Committee has a final decision, and they're including everything they can think of, which is not scientific, but there we go. So yeah, that's it for me. Time for some nice, relaxing reason to be cheerful. And what we have is 8 out of 10 cats, and it's not Sean Locke this time. It's let's see, it's a female comedian. Apologies, I'm just going to look up. It's Holly Walsh. Yeah, I don't keep up to speed with my modern comedians, as you can probably get. And it's I Love Venn Diagrams from Holly Walsh. I mean, could this be any more nerdy if it tried? It's ideal for Chemicals Coffee Time and for you, our lovely watchers and readers. I'll pop that there. And speaking of people who are watching this, thanks so much to Adam Batting, who has liked this video as usual. So I do appreciate all the support very much. So whatever you're doing this weekend, and indeed today, have a lovely day, take care of yourselves, and I look forward to chatting to you again next week if we're spared. Bye.